So, I've been posting some things from LP, and they have been, like, screwed up, and I don't know what it is. But, like, it's not a big deal, you know? It's like... That's my kitty cat. Alright, so, this is my Benjamin Maricord. I bought this in the early 90s, probably at a junk thrift store. Probably in Boston. And probably didn't pay more than $40 for it. I have a couple different needles here. I think I bought... And I remember buying these, oh, that's not great. I hate when that happens. Alright, so, like, I remember buying these. I spent some money on them, too, I remember. Oh, that's 18 bucks. There was a place in Cambridge, Massachusetts that had replacement needles, and I remember I bought a couple. But I remember I may have just bought ones for 78s. So there may be mono needles here. I bought a bunch of needles back in the day. So this, you know, I'm going to replace it with that one, see if that helps. But also the wiring is a little, I had to do a little patch job here. You know, so maybe it's out of phase. Maybe I have to, like, switch that up. There's a couple of different freaking patches here. So that's basically how my system is, you know. I'm not rich. I fucking collect shit that most of the time was in the garbage, you know. So, like, sorry. So then I have, and, you know, this is all gear that's, like, outdated, or, you know, people don't, maybe they do collect it now, but this is stuff from 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago, you know, the equipment. This is a TAC, or TAC, almost says teach. I never know how to pronounce it. I have a couple of different TACs. This one is a CD burner, standalone CD burner. It's not very great. I had a nice one. Now, this is my graveyard here of some things that that don't work, or maybe some of them do work. But this is a really nice Denon. I remember I spent $750 on this. So I did spend some money on that back in the early 2000s, but it was great. It just stopped working and there's no way to fix it. But for this one, I'll have to use this one. So I like to burn CDs. Sometimes I can put them on a digital recorder and do it that way. But this is just as well. And I have a ton of, like, you could buy CDRs, you know, for next to nothing if you find them in a thrift store. I just saw at the store that I work at, I saw a used 100 count container of CDRs for $6. So, and it was in tax-free New Hampshire. So I may pick that up. I don't even have fucking $6, but, you know. Another possibility that I can transfer some things, I can use these stupid suitcase. I like these suitcase things. I know people hate them because it's like, it's, you know, it's not good for your records or whatever. But, like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Like, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? You know. So I may use this one to transfer some things. That has a direct two RCAs out, so I could just do it that way. But, like, I don't. You know, like, there's problems. I got a message, and I appreciate these messages. So, like, this guy, you know, I get messages from some guy named Jim, some guy named Audacity. That's his thing. Not to be confused with Audacity, the program that I used to use for, I still use it once in a while for audio stuff. It was a free thing, Audacity. But anyhow, I appreciate these little conversations. Like, I've had people, like, leave comments and then, like, hey, let's discuss it. You know? Oh, that's an interesting point you make. Blah, blah, blah. And, like, I guess I'm old school. I guess I'm from, like, because I'm going to be 57 next month. So, like, maybe I'm from that generation that, like, hey, let's discuss something. You have an issue. I have an issue. Let's talk. Hey, this back and forth. Like, people fucking forgot about that. Now it's just like, hey, fuck you! Hey, fuck you! Oh, great. Now we're getting somewhere, right? Okay, calm down, Chris. Okay. Anyway, before I start undoing the cables or the electrical tape, from the turntable. Maybe someone could mention, or someone could tell me that if the polarity is mixed up on those, or one polarity is mixed up on that, would that cause the phasing issue that I'm having? Or is it maybe the needle? Before I post anything else, I want to know that. So if anyone wants to constructively let me know, or could say, hey, fuck you, you know, that's fine too. You know, we're all into like dialogue. At least that's dialogue, right? So I'll take dialogue. I miss dialogue. You know, I was part of the debate team back in the day. I was not part of the debate team. That was for the rich kids. I didn't do that. So anyway, if you have any ideas on how I could improve the posts that I make audibly, let me know. You know, otherwise I'm just, you know, I appreciate it. And like I said, I don't post things to like, I'm not making money, it's not mine for this stuff. I do have my music that I put on. I'm not making money on that either. So like, I'm just not making money. Let's face it. Let's face it. These are my comedy records, and I have a video that I made about all of my comedy records. I went through every single one. And one of the things I wanted to post was some, maybe post some rarer stuff if I can. You know, again, I'm not doing this to make anyone mad at the copyright office. If there's a copyright office, I'm sure it's been closed by now, but anyway. Oh no, they keep that one open. I have a lot of Jonathan Winters, you know, and a lot of it's, you know, some of it hasn't aged well. Let's just put it that way. But like, some of it has, you know, and this is interesting. This is an Orson Welles, who's not really known for comedy, but it was, I forget what this was. This looks really interesting. But I have a lot of rare comedy. You know, I have that, that Wavy Gravy album, just a bunch of stuff here, but I want to find some rare, I'm looking for some rare stuff. I have, oh, here's the Temple City Kazoo Orchestra. Of course, Paul Lind in the middle there, and good stuff, good stuff. John Davidson, he's still around. I think he lives in Massachusetts or Maine. So I'm transferring right now, and I'm using the stupid suitcase to transfer it. I'm going to have to use that until I can get the other thing fixed. But I'm trying to find the rare African-American comedy records that I have for Black History Month, because they mean a lot to me, these records. And I have this one here, which I don't know, I haven't really done any research on, but this is from the 60s. Gotta be like the late 60s or so. And it's a guy named Jimmy Pelham. And I don't know much about him, but I'm gonna post it. And if it gets copyright flagged, good, because I want whoever, I want people to be paid. I'm hoping that, I don't think he's around anymore. It's quite a long time ago. But it's a record called Calling Press Collect, which sounds kind of funny. Culture, appreciate it, don't appropriate it. Here I have a box of videotapes. These were going to end up in the trash. This is a sealed one. This is a sealed Maxell Silver. Those were fairly decent, high quality, you know. Then there's just a bunch of other ones here. Some of them have things on them. The Boys of St. Vincent. I hope that's not a pornography movie. Christmas Carol, the Patrick Stewart. That's my favorite Christmas Carol. Curious to find out how they taped them off without getting copyright. You know, and here's another one, Ghost. They must have taped it off the TV. But here's a bunch of random blank or semi-blank tapes. This one looks cool. I like this one because I like the, a lot of times I like these cards. These are the stickers. And when I was a kid, I used to love sticking them on things. This one has some really cool sort of 80s colors. There, these are some Memorex here. I don't know what that... Jag. Must be that stupid show about the Navy lawyers or some shit. Christmas Carol, I don't know which one that is. It could be a bunch of them. This one is Dr. Quinn, Early Ed Walker. I don't know what that is. I know Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, you know, Jane Seymour. Not to be confused with Jane Seymour. Mrs. Doubtfire, not to be confused with Mrs. Doubtfire. We know that movie with Robin Williams. Then I have like some articles in the paper here. A group of residents renew effort to save Biddeford's Lincoln Mill Clock Tower, which is from a few years ago, because I think they saved it. I don't know, but now it's a fancy hotel. So as the Jimmy Pelham is playing there, I'm gonna pop a couple of these videotapes in and see what I got here. Sort of corny ass show, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Here's the thing about that. I hope it's from television. I'm sure it is. It looks like I got the CBS logo before CBS was taken over by the Nazis. But this is, I hope there's commercials. So this tape is on EP. This is going to be like probably at least a few hours of TV. And I've got a few of these tapes. The thing is, now we want the commercials. Right? Back in the day, it was like, hey, avoid commercials. And I hate commercials. I cannot, like, watch a streaming service with commercials now. I only have Netflix. I have Netflix that I can watch. All the other ones have commercials because, you know, unless you pay, like, tons of money. So I can only watch Netflix, and Netflix is kind of lame. So I like the commercials now because it's the only thing you can really post. And the commercials give you a little insight to what, you know, it's days gone by, you know. And commercials can't hurt you if they're from the past. Like, commercials now are just like trying to take something from you, right? But if you watch an old commercial, you're like, it's okay, they can't hurt me now. And so I'm hoping that there's commercials here. The Jimmy Pelham is cooking. I got this on the back burner, and, you know, we'll see. I just like to post stuff. And like I said, I'm just going to post. It makes me feel good. We're having some very bad weather. Probably 30 below on Sunday. So, like, this room, I have to keep the doors open so the pipes don't burst. But, like, it's sad that, like, I feel like I'm in a failing space station, you know? We have the heater, which is, like, making all kinds of noise, and, you know, it's just a very difficult time, you know? But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. I heard a blue jay today. So, like, blue jays are assholes, but, like, I heard it. So, hey, what are you going to do? Among a pile of stuff, there's a possibility that there might be something of value. And I found that out when I posted the Flintstones 50th anniversary boomerang thing that I had taped from TV. Because that's gotten like thousands of hits because it is rare. And I didn't think it would be rare, you know, but there are certain things that people just didn't tape or didn't care about or like took for granted that somebody else would have. And therefore, like, some of the stuff disappears. And that's what I like about the lost media aspect of some of this. And maybe it's a better copy that, you know, that's around, or maybe it's a worse copy, but it's a different copy. You know, like the records that I have, some of them may be a little scratchy and whatever, but it's a different copy, you know. So that's what I enjoy. That's what keeps me going, especially in this weather, especially with the bipolar, that we have to just kind of keep going. Keep fucking going, and we'll get to the other side. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I know I appreciate comments, and I respond to things. Like, I know people don't respond on YouTube because they're too cool for fucking school or whatever. But I also don't, like, monetize. So, like, it's just, and I don't ask people to do things like hit buttons or anything like that. I just present what I have. I just got my, it was 16 years on YouTube. I got a little message from YouTube. Big deal. Fuck you. You know, 16 years on YouTube. So and with over 1,000 videos. It's something I've been a content creator since the 1970s with the Super 8 movie camera, tape recorders, public access, you know, on and on and on all my life. So this is just part of that process. You know, this is all part of the process. So thank you very much. And if you enjoy it, you know, that's cool. You don't have to do anything. Just be you. Be you. I'll be me and you be you. We all got this.